Hey, welcome to this video. If you arrived here, probably searching for a view of Superprof, so I'll go over how it works and give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. Now, I always make videos like this, so consider subscribing. And if you like my free training on the #1 simplest and fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, working part-time hours, all you have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training if you want. All right, Superprof, let's dive in. So what this is, basically, it's a website that connects tutors and students. And I'm assuming you're here because you're a tutor. And as a tutor, you could teach all sorts of subjects, not just your typical, math, chemistry, physics. If you have an expertise in cooking or languages or golf, fitness, rock climbing, marketing, whatever it is, as long as there's a demand for it. So the important thing to realize is Superprof, it's just a middleman. And I guess prof stands for professor. So they're a middleman in this exchange, and they wouldn't be your employer. They wouldn't tell you what to do, how much to charge, how to design your lessons. That's all on you to decide. The sign-up process is fairly straightforward. You'll need to provide some basic information like your name, email, what subjects you teach, write a little bit about yourself, what your lessons will involve, the location of the lessons, and they can be online lessons or in-person lessons. So you have those, I guess, Zoom call would these days. Or you could even invite people to your home. I don't know if you'd want to do that. I wouldn't feel safe doing that, but it's your call. Now, and then you'll need to provide your telephone number and a profile picture. Superprof pays either through bank or PayPal. You'll be paid within 3 working days, and they'll take a 10% fee, unless you want to work out a different payment method with your students. You could do that as well. But if you're using their payment system, that's a 10% fee. Another way to avoid that 10% fee is by paying for Superprof's premium membership. So you're still going to have to pay something. It's called the Premium Club membership. It costs $9 a month. And you'll get additional perks as well, like more exposure on the website. All in all, it's a perfectly legitimate platform, but here's some potential cons I see. So first of all, you have to give your first lesson for free, and for each student. So, and anytime you're being asked to work for free, to me that's a problem. It's very easy to get taken advantage of. I don't think you should ever work for free. That's why I never advise taking internships or anything like that. But you can do whatever you want, right? I just think it's a bad idea. The second problem with this website is there are way more tutors than students, which means lots of competition. They say on their website, they'll give they give 3 different numbers for tutors. They say there's 1 million and then 7 million, and then somewhere else on the page they say 20 million. So which is it? I'm not sure. But either way, that's a lot of tutors you're competing with. And there's only so many students to go around. They say, and here's again where it gets a little confusing. They say there are 35,000 students, and then somewhere else on the page they say they have 35,000 requests per day, which seems unlikely. That would require every student to make a request each day. So which is it? But in either case, a lot more tutors than students, right? So, which is not good from your perspective as a tutor. You want the opposite, right? You want the numbers to favor you. And so it becomes sort of a race to the bottom of whoever can charge the least. And you'll see some tutors on here even charging $1 an hour. They do say you can earn like $20 to $80 an hour, and that the average is like $26. But I mean, that's the average. Are most tutors making that? I think that's very unlikely. There might be a few that are making a lot, but I think the rest are struggling. There are some, so I want to make sure I'm covering everything. Yeah, and usually the ones that are making the most, they have lots of experience and reviews, so it's going to take a while to build up to that. You aren't going to I don't think you'll be making, $20, $30, $50 an hour right off the bat with no experience. I think that's very unlikely. And it also depends on what you're teaching, right? I would think something like, something like math or physics might be more in demand than, say, crochet or knitting. I don't know. That's just my speculation. Maybe not. So, but the last con is not so much with Superprof. It's with these websites in general. Is you're still trading time for money at the end of the day. Your income's always going to be capped, and it's very similar to having a job. Yes, it is a step up from having to commute to an office every day and sit there for 8 hours, but it's still just a job at the end of the day. It's nice you can work from home, but you're still having to deliver projects. You're still chained to your desk 8 to 10 hours a day. and you're just always going to be on that hamster wheel. And for me, that's a problem. You still have a boss in a sense. Your boss is your customers, and there's really no leverage in that. So that's all I would say. But if this is your passion, if you love teaching how to cook or golf or something like that, yeah, you can test the waters with these guys. I guess it doesn't do any harm. Just don't give away too many free hours of your time, if at all. But look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you want to be a tutor on Superprof or a tutor in general. Maybe you're just looking for a simple, reliable way to earn money from home. If that's the case, I was in your position 3 years ago. I tried all sorts of stuff: blogging, freelancing, domain flipping, survey websites, you name it, I basically tried it all. And none of the strategies I was implementing seemed to be working for me. It was a very confusing and frustrating time. And after 2 years of spinning my wheels, not getting any results, I was very fortunate, or maybe just stubborn enough, that I eventually stumbled across the right information that taught me how to find a digital product someone else created, how to find a group of people who'd be interested in that product, and when I connect the two together, I earn a commission. It's called affiliate marketing. And the great thing about affiliate marketing is the profit margins are incredibly high, between 40 and 80%. You could be a solopreneur, just one person on your laptop, making really good money for yourself. There's a ton of leverage and automation in place, my favorite part, which you don't have with tutoring, which means, ton of leverage. So if you want to go hiking, fishing, spend the day with your family, you can do that and still be generating commissions in the background on autopilot 365 days a year. That's amazing. And lastly, it's very beginner friendly and simple business model. You don't need any special skills or credentials to get started like you would with Superprof. As a tutor, you kind of have to be the expert. With affiliate marketing, you don't necessarily need to be the expert. Now, eventually you will become the expert on whatever your niche is or your niche, whether that's, you want to sell golf products or weight loss or building beehives or investing or making money online or lead generation or dating or back pain or how to get six-pack abs. Whatever it is, I think it is important to become the expert eventually. But when you're just getting started, you don't need to be the expert to get sales. You just need to know a little bit more than the people than your audience. That's it. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that quote. You don't need to be that quote from the movie Catch Me If You Can. You only have to read one chapter ahead of the class or something like that. So. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review of Superprof. If you like my free training on how to build out your own very profitable affiliate marketing business, all you have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training. That'll just explain everything if you want. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy this review of Superprof. I hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.